أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه. My dear sister, my dear brother, my dear viewer, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Again, inshallah, I would like to give you some of the latest interesting medical health news, social news, which inshallah will find it useful to make us healthy people, to make us good practicing Muslim, to make us good effective citizen in our society. Let me go now to this new fashion. And I was surprised to hear many criticism. E-cigarette. You know, they made a new cigarette. Hasn't got the normal ingredient of cigarette. They say for people to stop smoking, called e-cigarette. And you smoke it like normal cigarette and smoke will come. It's called e-cigarette. It's no doubt, they say it's less dangerous. Less dangerous than the normal cigarette. World Health Organization 2-3 days ago, they mentioned it's got toxin, and it's toxic. I'm just putting to you what we discovered lately, because I see some more people, Muslim or non-Muslim, going to buy this e-cigarette. You know, it's not like the cigarette, you know, it looks like plastic, metallic, and smoke coming out of it. Recently on ITV this week there was half an hour discussion report about e-cigarette, and there have been conflicting statements. Sometimes they say it's okay, it's better than smoking. No doubt it's better than smoking normal cigarette, you know. But they're discovering toxin, and now lately they're saying we should not sell it to under 18, coming lately also. So I thought I'll put you on picture. It's not 100% safe. Don't jump quickly. Obviously, the best way to stop cigarette completely. Not normal cigarette, not e-cigarette. The best way. You know, to have healthy life. Stop buying any of this type of cigarette. So I want you to be aware, because it's not, as many people think, it's safe. Replacement. You don't worry about smoking anymore. And you start smoking this e-cigarette. So keep this in mind. My personal feeling, there is behind it big industry to push it for business, for money. And I don't think there is sincerity and honesty in the statement of the industry. My personal feeling. I could be wrong. You know, and I believe there will be more going to it. Oh, we don't want normal cigarette. It gives us cancer of the lung, heart disease, etc. Let's buy this e-cigarette. Again, I repeat, it's safer than the normal cigarette, but I think we might discover more harm. We might. So please keep this in mind. And the golden medical advice. Always stop. No smoke of anything. Stop cigarette. Have some sweet. There are so many ways to replace, you know, to get your mouth busy with something, you know. Stop cigarette. Even I will say from now, I'm not expert, but I will say from now, stop e-cigarette. To be on safe side. So this is happening lately. We need to be aware of that. And there was a report, e-cigarette toxic, in Daily Mail 26 January, you know. Islam, subhanallah, protect you to take anything harmful or doubtful. I'm coming to the people, you know, who says no clear evidence is harmful e-cigarette. Okay, is doubtful. The clever Muslim, the pious Muslim, the caring Muslim, anything doubtful, controversial, avoid it. This is according to hadith, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, according to fuqaha, to fatawa, etc. When you have anything doubtful, controversial, shubha, avoid it. Golden rule. Great in Islam. Protection. A lot of people going today with doubtful thing. This is not Islamic way if you are proper Muslim. Doubtful, controversial. Now, e-cigarette, controversial, doubtful. Avoid it. Completely. Find other way. And sometimes when I talk on smoking, it's a big subject, and the disease and problem and the fatawa, etc. I add always, we might need a counselor also. There could be some reason in the family, in their life, affecting some reason to make people, stressed or to find cigarette. Non-Muslims, they go quickly to pub, to alcohol, to buy alcohol, etc. Now, lately I'm sure you are aware, and it's getting more discovery, scandal, House of Lords, House of Parliament, what they call it, sexual harassment. Woman, member of Parliament, woman in Liberal Party, Lord to be kicked out. Member of Parliament from Liberal Party, they're all liberal, but I know it must be present in Labour and in Conservatives, the human nature. Sexual harassment with the men approach the woman, especially when they are alone. Khalwa, which is forbidden in Islam. Man and woman alone. Whether he touch her, whether he grab her bum, her bosom, whether he want to kiss her, whether it's a human nature when you have two, not married, not husband and wife, not relative. Sexual harassment. You can say some sexual word to her, you can send her email sexual, you can touch her, you can do so many things. The back reason is sexual. Hidden. All seen. This is a big problem, my dear brothers and sisters, in the West, in British society, or any Arab society, or any Asian society, or any African society, when you have got this free mixing, khalwa, alone, sexy woman with the boss, she's secretary or she's worker in the factory, in the company, etc. It's a common problem. Subhanallah. And people, on top of that, they have got no moral code, no prohibition, no, nothing religious to prohibit them. It's a norm to be man and woman together. It's a norm, woman to be sexy and attractive and cleavage, skirt, etc. It's very normal today. Member of Parliament, big member of House of Lords, it has been on the news last 2-3 weeks, to be sacked, to be kicked out. And this, by the way, I made a big article about it. I'm going to publish it soon, inshallah. I should have published it, big article related to this issue of sexual harassment, analyzing the reason behind it. It's a big subject. I cannot discuss it, but I'm trying to summarize it to you in a few words. There are a lot of reasons with the woman, a lot of reasons with the man, a lot of reasons with the norm in our society, which encourage sexual harassment. And what make it worse, there are a lot of money to be paid, court case, compensation, billion. He was sexually harassed. And the man lose his job. They lose their job. And billion of pounds of money. Then the woman suffered headache, suffered depression, suffered anxiety, suffered stress, does not come back to work, to the job. And stalking, by the way, is one of the serious sexual harassment. You chase the woman by phone, by post, you go to her house to watch her in the window, You chase her, etc. Sexual harassment, stalking, they call it today. Sexual harassment is epidemic today, where men and women together, where men and women alone, khalwa, prohibited in Islam, where woman is sexy, where men, in many cases, sexually deprived. The wife refuse, partner refuse, I don't want to sleep. Deprived, etc. People go to prostitution, they go to affair, they go to many things. By the way, a lot of deviation of man related to the stubbornness of some women. I'm not saying all men are good. Men, maybe you need to punish them or leave them completely, But many women do not realize this, what you call a strong desire in man. And if he's not satisfied in so-called halal way, natural way, marriage, etc., he will go to another woman. Affair, 60%, etc. Sexual harassment in the police force. Sexual harassment in doctor, hospital, nurse, patient. Sexual harassment in school, in teacher. But commonly in the workplace, you see the men and women opposite each other. The woman with perfume, attractive sexy hair, cleavage, showing the breast, leg, miniskirt, tight jean. Men cannot help it, especially if they are deprived or unmarried or, or have problem to be satisfied naturally. It's human nature. So they go to touch, to talk, to have some relation with the woman in the factory, in the company, with the secretary, with the employee, with the nurse, with the policewoman, and it's big in army. Sexual harassment. Women have got rights, soldier, I can fight like you, equality. And put her on the front to be killed. Front, even they say liberalization, put her on the front to be killed, in the war. A big problem in the army, sexual harassment. And I can see it, people try to make low punishment, but they are not dealing with the cause of the problem. The beautiful Islam religion kept out all venue for sexual arousal out. This is a big subject, fascinating. I hope one will talk about it in detail one day. Anything causing sexual arousal to a man in public, Islam preventing. Woman, modesty, hijab, modesty, no free mixing, no drinking alcohol. Some people drink, and men under the influence they drink, judgment will be affected, etc. And I'm raising this subject because I'm worried about our own Muslim institution, Muslim center organization, even maybe some mosque, etc. Free mixing, khalwa, being alone, man and woman, woman not with hijab. There are many rising now in Muslim institution, Muslim center, woman not modest, etc. We have to stick to the teaching of Islam to avoid all this mess. You won't believe the number of court complaint, official complaint. He touched me. He sexually harassed me. He. By the way, we're discovering also some women chase sexually harassed men. And we're discovering also man to man. Sexual harassment, man to man also. Small number of cases, etc. But commonly, a woman with a man, commonly the man in power, in charge, the boss. She listened to him in everything. He asked her to do things, etc. Commonly, not always. But it's a human nature. One woman, as it is a norm, sexually attractive, leaves the house from perfume, which is sexual arousal, perfume, to the hair done, to the cleavage and the breast, to the bum, to the leg, to the skirt, to the... They are together. They look to each other. They chat with each other. Shaitan is very strong today. Satan. Shaitan. Temptation. You won't believe. Some of this story happened also in church. Priest and woman in the church. And woman working in the church. And priest. Beautiful Islam prevented all this million of complaints. Billion of money paid, court and compensation. You women have your own world. Free on, do what you like, take off your scarf, take off your hijab, etc. On your own. Man, your own world. Together, distraction, attraction. It's a golden rule in Islam. Together, man and woman, not married, not related. Distraction, attraction. Especially when you have a lot of men today were unable to be satisfied from their wife. If they are married, some of them partners, some without any. They feel easy in front of them. And a lot of times the man misinterpret. You know, some women flirt. They use the word flirt. She play a bit with the man in her voice, in her movement. The man has got weakness in the heart. I like her. Or does she want me? He got the wrong idea. She doesn't mean it. Some they mean it, some they don't mean it. And some they do that to make the man fall into the trap, to make a case for a story to newspaper. She changed her mind or something for... that subject is complicated, by the way. It's not simple as I'm trying to put it to you. But sexual harassment is a big issue. You know, some people in the workplace they go into affair, fall in love. Many of them married. You know, commonly they go out together, adultery, fornication, zina. But many now, they don't want to have this relation. Some, they don't want to have a relation. And the man after them. And the man, in most situations, have got the power to fire, to sack. And a big dilemma. Whether I obey him or I lost my job. Go home off sick. Big number off sick. Depression, stress, anxiety. Leave the job. Stay in the job. Keep quiet. Those who keep quiet in large number, by the way. People say you see the tip of the iceberg. You know. Sexual harassment. Allah Almighty Creator, Designer has made the attraction in the man, hormone in the gene to be attracted to women. And women also to be attracted to men. You know, they have natural attraction, especially when they are together and chatting, having nice time, going out for coffee, going out for visit his house, visit her house, etc. This is causing a hell of a problem, breakup of marriage, adultery, pregnancy, abortion, sexually transmitted disease. This is when the woman is not in a stage of sexual harassment. She accepted the man. She goes out. A lot of divorce happen, you know, when the people are married. But now sexual harassment, the woman, generally she doesn't want sex. But I think some of them maybe they want, wallahu alam. They change their mind. They want to put the man in a story, in the trap, etc. It's so complicated. The hidden game between man and woman is unbelievable. Hidden game, you don't know. But men react naturally. I will say this is natural reaction. When you feel you like to have normal relation, like husband and wife, and she's in front of you, and you are alone. You are together in the office. You are together in some place. Nobody watching. I love you. I fancy you. Can I touch you? Can we meet? Can we go somewhere? Can. Sexual harassment. And women today, women feminists, they're having big problem what to do. It's getting worse. And they're giving, like doctor today, symptomatic treatment, rule, regulation, complaint. It's good. We have to do it. You know, rule, complaint. They are not dealing with the cause. The beauty about Islam, every problem and a lot of disease, Islam dealt with the cause. Avoid the cause of crime. Avoid the cause of disease. Avoid the cause of divorce. This is the beauty about Islam. Subhanallah. It's precious Islam. You know, we need Muslims to do comparative study. This is very much needed today. We have enough evidence in the West. We have enough statistics in the West among non-Muslims on every issue of life. And we have the gold, the Holy Book Quran, the gold, a hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We have them all clear. And we have the evidence today in the West, scientific, medical, social, with figure and statistic. Put the two in front of each other, you discover the link to all what Islam has prohibited to do. Very easy. Subhanallah. Sexual harassment is very common. It's destroying the economy in company, in factory. Destroying people in the army, in hospital, in GP surgery, in school, in police form, in all these company, men and women in front of each other, talking to each other. You know, subhanallah, one of good example of single sex. Famous in Britain, the government, the non-Muslims say, girls school alone, high rate of success in exam, O level, A level. Mixed school, girl and boy, lower rate of success. This is one of the classical evidence not to be together. Girl in school, secondary education especially, secondary school, boy alone. And now, because of this high result, some mixed school in Britain, they're changing, they're making one class full of boy, one class full of girl. Can you believe that? Because of the high rate of result in exam, O level, A level. They never thought like we think about sexual immorality, adultery, fornication, pregnancy, abortion. They're not thinking like that, which a hell of problem resulting from free mixing. They think of the result in exam. It's a well-known fact. Even I'm discovering personally, even if you are having Muslim school, etc., please, my humble request, male teacher to boy, female teacher to girl. I'm discovering a lot of story. You know, sometimes you might have all girl, etc., but teacher of opposite sex, we're having problem. Abuse, approach, falling in love, adultery, going out, leaving the school. A lot of story. And my humble appeal to Muslim school, you want to be 100% safe, inshallah, you know, have your teacher, all men for the boy, all women for the girl. This is more safer, you know, etc. It's a big subject, sexual harassment, and as I said, we need to address it, and I don't think the government, the Liberal Party, Liberal Democrat Party will know how to deal with it. He's discovering one case after the other, and wait to hear from Labour MP, from Conservative MP, because the same problem everywhere. Same. Free mixing, being alone, woman, sexy, sexual harassment. Some they go extreme rape. What? Some they go stalking. Some they push themselves to have affair and they succeed. Haram relation outside marriage or even before marriage, affair, fall in love and they go out together, you sleep together, have illegitimate children everywhere, illegitimate children. Let me move to another subject. I was busy recently with it. My Christian friend sent me a warning they sending to their Christian friend. I got copy. A cathedral in London, they're showing, you know, the famous film about Jesus, peace be upon him, the last temptation of Christ. Last temptation of Christ. I know this film. I saw it. And many years back, we organized Muslim outside cinema in London to picket, because it gives very bad idea about Jesus, committing adultery, you know, nasty, violent, doing things do not fit with a man of God, do not fit with a prophet. And obviously many Christians, they do not fit with Son of God, astaghfirullah, or anything like that. So I did send them on behalf of Muslims, Jesus in our heart. Jesus and his mother Virgin Mary are noble, are model, are full of goodness and morality. They cannot be depicted in this insulting, blasphemous. Many Christians call it blasphemy. Funny, some Christians they say it's okay. Funny, you know. But many Christians upset. And where they showing it? In cathedral, in London. So I done my duty. I think maybe I was the only Muslim. I wrote to the cathedral. I said, please don't show it. To be frank, I don't know what happened after. Please do not show it. But I will find out what happened later. Don't show this film. You're upsetting most Christians. You cannot make Jesus, peace upon him, in this immoral, loose way. You know, for us he's a prophet like Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You know, we Muslims go, I said, we Muslims go to hell if we don't believe in the noble Jesus. We go to hell if we don't believe in the Virgin Mary, the noble, great mother, the model to all women of the world, the mother of Jesus, peace be upon him. I done my duty, as I done it before, picketing, having Muslim to picket cinema, etc. Because unfortunately, you know, in this society, even a lot of Christian film, they have no respect to the feeling, to the holy, to the sacred art, freedom of speech, a right to say what you like, to act what you want. It's crazy. The same idea, as you know, started with the cartoon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Denmark many years back. Art, freedom of speech. They have no respect to the heat, to what is holy, to what is sacred, not only in Islam or Christianity, in any religion. So I tried to do my duty as a Muslim. And believe me, a lot of Christians do not know you believe in Jesus, do not know you believe in Virgin Mary. They think you have got your own odd, unusual religion. They don't know the Holy Book Quran full of verse and ayat on the life of Jesus, on the life of Virgin Mary, on her pregnancy, on the miracle of the birth of Jesus, on her conception and birth of Jesus, miracle done by Jesus, peace be upon him, all in the Quran. One big chapter, surah in the Quran, Surah Maryam, Mary, the mother of Jesus. The Christians of the world do not know that. Please convey your message. Talk about Islam. The root, the teaching of Christianity, all in Islam. Jesus and Mary, all in Islam. You Christian, if you become Muslim, you keeping your Christianity with us. You're adding the final Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You're adding it. You're adding the best flavor, the final Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, to complete the religion. Because again, not only non-Muslim or Christian, many Muslims do not know that. Islam was with Abraham, with Moses, with Jesus, And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said clearly, me and all the Prophet before, like building a house. All the Prophet, Jesus, Moses, Abraham, Noah, other, they build the house of Islam. The Prophet Muhammad, with all the message of Islam, he said, there had been one piece missing in the house. The house is built. One piece missing. He said, I am to fill the final piece in the house of Islam. We are not bringing new religion. We are not having separate religion. We are not bringing new God. They say Allah, Allah. They think we have special God. It's the same God of Moses, of Jesus, of Muhammad. And many people do not know Arabic. When you translate the God, it will become Allah. Link together. Allah. Al-Ilah. They come together, Allah. We don't have different God. The same God. Christians do not know that. You need to explain to them. The same God, even the word Allah Ilahi mentioned in the Bible. As Ahmad Didat, marhum, late Ahmad Didat, he used to bring you verse from the Bible. The word Allah Ilahi mentioned, the same. So I feel personally, Muslim in Britain, in the West, I could be wrong, but I feel personally have failed to introduce Jesus and the Virgin Mary to the Christian. To tell them we are like you. You like love, we like love. You like peace, we love peace. You like charity, we like charity. You have 10 commandments, we have it. Not only you. But the house of Islam needed the final part. The final part was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We're all together in the same house. If you're clever, if you are honest to understand that. We are all in the same house of Islam. If you are clever, if you are aware, if you are honest and sincere, we're all together. We don't have a new religion. Completion, the same God. Prophet after prophet, prophet after message, message after message, message after message. You know, Tawrat, Al-Injil, Al-Quran. This is the final religion. Please, please non-Muslim, please Christian. You know, I'm saying that because I'm so much involved with Christian, and I like many Christians for their campaign. They're doing better jobs than the Muslims, especially here in Britain, on a lot of issues. No abortion, no euthanasia, no sexual immorality, no sex education, children. Many Christians are doing that. And I love what they're doing. And I'm humbly appealing, if any Christian watching or listening, please be fair, just try to understand. Do not listen to the media, Western media, TV, radio, newspaper. Do not believe that. We have the truth. Wallahi, wallahi, what you want in Christianity, all in Islam. But we differ with some change that has been made regarding Jesus. Peace be upon him. What we believe in Jesus, obviously we believe Jesus was not crucified. He's not the Son of God. Cannot be. This for us blasphemous to say Son of God. And Jesus was not crucified. And Allah takes Jesus alive. And he will be back. Masih. He will be back to earth to put things straight, to break the cross, to kill the pork, to tell all people, all Christians, my God is your God. We all belong to one God. You have to go back straight to my teaching. And obviously after teaching of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, we love Jesus, we love the Virgin Mary. The Christians do not know it. Can you imagine our campaign in Arab world now? I couldn't believe it. In Arabic, Bible to children. We want to introduce Jesus to the Arab, commonly Muslim. To the Arab. They already know it. They already believe in it. They already read ayat in Quran and hadith on Jesus and Virgin Mary. You don't need to spend your money on our Muslim children. My humble appeal to you, Christian organization, spend your time with your Christian community, so-called Christian community. The left Christianity is rising day after day. True Christian rarity today. And I'm so happy working with a good, true Christian believer in my different campaign here in Britain. Christian, spend your time with the people who lost from your own religion, Christianity. Don't say we're going to Christianize Muslim in Nigeria, Muslim in Africa, Muslim in Pakistan, Muslim in Asia. Don't waste your time. Save your money. Save your effort. The best job you can do to Jesus is to bring your community back to Jesus, your own Christian community. I like to say it clearly. And I'm sorry if some Christian watching, listening, feel unhappy what I said. My apology. But I say it from my heart. And a good advice, brotherly advice. Because I'm working with many Christians, I feel sometimes like I'm brother to them. They show me a lot of things what to do in Britain to keep my own Islamic teaching. They don't know that. They think only their Christian teaching. We share a lot together. Please do not waste your time. Bring unity among also your Christian community, and domination, etc. And I'm sorry to say, I have to confess, we have problems with our own Muslim also. Community and division, etc. We need to address it too. But what I mean, this radio and TV and literature and Bible and translation targeting Muslim in Africa, in Asia, in Middle East. Why is that? You have a right, you can do it. But we have it. 10 Commandments. We have the life of Jesus, the Holy Book, Quran, the final Holy Book. We have the life, the conception, Virgin Mary, her mother, the life of Mary, peace be upon her. Our dear Virgin Mary, all in the Quran. We don't need you to tell us about Jesus. We don't need that, And as I said, your biggest problem and headache today is losing your own Christian people to secularism, to be agnostic, to be atheistic. This is a big problem, you Christian in Britain. And you claim Christian country here. Where is Christianity? I can count to you 100 of forbidding things in Britain, in the West. Jesus will fight against it. From abortion, to adultery, to war, to so many things, to unfaithfulness, to neglect, to so many things happening in the so-called Christian Britain or Christian West. I always say, and I repeat it again, we love to see Christian teaching coming back in Britain. It saves us a lot of headache, we Muslims. A lot, the true original teaching of Jesus. The 10 Commandments. I haven't done it. I was thinking in the beginning of the year to make a press release statement, let's work together for the 10 Commandments, Muslim and Christian. I just remember it now. I was planning to do it. Let's work on it. 10 Commandments, all in the Quran, in Islam. No adultery, no idol, no treat your parent nicely. Beautiful. It shows you the house of Islam is one. The house of Islam is one. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, subhanallah, is the same. We share a lot. We Muslims share a lot with Christianity, but many people do not know that. My dear brothers and sisters, I need to stop now, and thank you for watching, and please pray for me and dua for me, and please forgive me, any Christian watching, what I said from my heart and for betterment of our society and relationship, inshallah. Thank you for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.